Hey everybody, welcome back to the gardening artist Reba here. My hair is an absolute mess and I'm out here in the garden. So I was supposed to be cleaning in the house today. I did a little cleaning outside. So I will go in there and do a little bit of cleaning that I was wanting to get done in the living room here after I'm done with the video. So anyways, you guys, I did some work out here and I moved some stuff around and I only did a tiny bit of mowing and I'm wearing sandals, flip-flops. Not ideal, but I got the job done. I'll show you what I did. And look at this sunset. So here's the sunset, you guys. It's really, really pretty tonight. Absolutely gorgeous. So the sun's already gone down. I figured I would just come on here and do a quick video, kind of show you what I've done in the garden, things I've been putting off and needing to do for a while now. And I have been slightly depressed since my puppy passed, so I haven't been that productive. And I've been going, it's been coming in waves. It's so weird how grief works. So I figured I'd get out here and get things moved so I can start tackling this creeping buttercup. I thought it was food that she might have eaten, but now I don't think it was that. Even though I gave her parvo shots and she was so little, I know the vet had given us another parvo shot. I'm not sure if the people I had gotten her from actually were truthful about the parvo shots to begin with. I know I gave her one back in December, and I did some reading up on that, and she was acting just like parvo too. So it could have been the creeping buttercup, it could have been parvo. I'll never really know. All I know is our neighbor's got a new dog who's spying on me right there. See his little head. They got a new dog, and shortly after he moved in, or she moved in, my dog passed away. And that's the only new dog to our neighborhood. And if that dog had the parvo, some dogs survive parvo. I don't know if it's able to be passed on to another dog. I do know that my neighbors don't take care of their animals, so there's a good chance that dog's not been vaccinated. Who knows? You never know. I don't know. I can speculate a lot of things. But anyways, I've been going through all the grief and giving some of the extra treats that I had for my doggy. This dog's coming over here now because I've been giving him treats, or she treats there. And it's their little guard dog. So I love dogs, so I'll finish giving the rest of the treats that I have to this little dog, and who knows, maybe I'll buy more treats while we're here that I can poke little treats over there for that little dog and enjoy the little dog from a distance. Anyways, so my ultimate goal is to be able to walk through my garden and not have the dog growl at me all the time. So that would be nice. It's already starting to get a little bit better. Normally when I'm out here, it is barking nonstop. So the fact that I'm able to actually talk and do a video right now, and the dog's gotten used to me being out in the yard today, this is a really good thing. So I count that as a win. So what I've done here is jumping in here now and talking about what I've done in the garden. Sorry, you guys. I'm like bagpipes. I'm long-winded. All right. So I mowed over here. I think I need to just put the attachment on my mower that just shoots the grass out, because I don't think it's even collecting in the bag anymore. For whatever reason, it does not really collect in the bag anymore. So I might have to have my husband take a look at that and see about maybe adding that attachment that came with the lawnmower so it can just kick the grass away from the lawnmower instead of mulching it in place, because that's kind of what we're seeing here is the little grass bits on the top here. So down here in this area, there's creeping buttercup. I did find it over on another section of my yard that's close to the fence line that goes to my other neighbors that have small dogs. So if the creeping buttercup is the culprit that killed my puppy, I want to definitely try to get it out of the yard over there as well. So I'll be mowing everything really close to the house, and I'm going to be diligently trying to pull it out at all costs to try to just get rid of it. I think I'm going to use this old kitty litter box to collect the remnants of the buttercup that I pull out of the ground so it doesn't have a chance to root back in the ground. And I will just keep chugging at it and try to get it out of this yard, because we're not going to get another dog while we live here. And I want to try to get it out of the yard if I possibly can before anybody else comes and rents here that has pets, because it would be so horrible for them to move in and lose their animals just like I've lost my animals. Because some of the side effects that I had read about the creeping buttercup was that it could cause seizures. And my last pug, even though he was old, and pugs are prone to having seizures, he never had those problems with the seizures until after we moved into this house. So I'm not sure, but I'm just going to be proactive and try to remove all the buttercup. So I've got it all cut down here. I know we've got some snakes living in with the pot, so I need to get that all cleaned up, but I've got it moved so I can mow at least. And so that was the project for the day. Yesterday cleaned up, or 2 days ago or so, I cleaned up all the pots that were in this wagon here and got them looking nice. And then the couple that wouldn't fit in the wagon, I put right here next to the house. I planted some pluot seeds in that pot. We'll see if they grow. And then I've got some sedge. I'm wanting to say, it's almost like saying edge, but with the S, sedge. It's a type of grass. It's like a variegated color. I thought it was dead, and then it came back. So I'm like really happy about that. So, and then this is just a volunteer tree that popped up in one of my pots that came from one of the mother trees that was in the forest before they cut it down. So I'm letting it grow in that pot. Then I picked up all the pots over here, you guys. These ones I'm going to clean up too, these pots here, but I mowed back into that corner. I did have that evergreen in the corner, but I don't go into the corner that often, so I think I'm just going to, I'm not going to put anything back there because I'm less likely to mow there if I have something there, so I'm just going to leave it open. And so I'm going to zoom out, so that's going to change my voice a little bit. But I have a little like brick cinder block type thing under here. Not a cinder block, what is it, like a paver, one of those little square pavers you can get at Home Depot for like under $1 or around $1, something like that. And then I have one of those spinners on it, so this pot is on a spinner, and I'm going to be filling it with soil. That's just one that was coconut core that was on the ground here that had expanded in the packaging. So I'm going to get this apple tree potted up. I'm actually going to pot it, I was thinking about potting it in the green ones, but maybe I should go ahead and plant both of my apple trees, one here and one here, and just put those 2 apple trees into the big barrels. I think that might be good because they're bigger trees than some of my other trees that I have. So I think I might go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll use some of this coconut core in the bottom of both of these pots and then fill it in with some nice potting soil around the edges to like fill everything in. But I still need to clean the weeds and stuff out of those. Then I put together these little green stalks here. These were the extra bits that I had after I got my lineup done over here. So there's the lineup there. And then I moved the this little evergreen that was over in this other corner that I was just talking about. I moved it here, and that is some, I'm wanting to say some rhubarb. So that's how that's looking. I'm actually going to be moving the, I'm going to repot all of these elderberries and not have them right next to the greenhouse, because I want to have stuff in the greenhouse in these containers like lettuce and stuff like that. Something that is easy to harvest and is, really quick to grow, radishes and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these pots done up and get them ready to go. I need to bring my broom out and sweep all the grass off of the shade cloth on the ground, and then move the extra grass that it didn't cut with the lawnmower just flat. It was just laying flat. So I need to get that area all trimmed up nicely with the weed eater and get my rake out rake out here and clean everything up, go up along the edges still. And then I moved the extra planters that I had on the sides of the greenhouses right over here and in between here. Put some of the fig trees that I had over here in this area. And they're not going to stay here in this spot, but I'm just putting them here for the time being. I'm thinking about, now that I said I wasn't going to be moving all the fig trees that I have along the back fence, I'm kind of rethinking it because I have some fig trees that have just started to come out of dormancy. Literally, we're in August, you guys, and I still have fig trees and some of my trees that never, ever, ever like fully broke dormancy until the last few weeks, which is so odd. So I'm thinking I might put my fig trees that are in the crates into these 2 greenhouses that we were just looking at for the winter. So I will be moving those over to this section of the garden. So I might actually end up doing that sooner than later, but maybe probably September, I'm thinking. So these are definitely not going to be staying in this area right here, and I'll be moving these all to the back fence area. Most of these trees survived the winter and did really well. As you can see, there's a lot of green here. So I'm thinking these ones will be getting moved to the back fence area. They should be fine. There are going to be some trees that I put into the greenhouse for sure, because there was some die-off and some like the Smith and stuff like that. Those kind of trees like the Smith fig and different ones, I know for sure that I need to make sure I put into the greenhouse. And so yeah, and I'm trying to limit the amount of plants that I have to actually bring into my house, like the citrus and that sort of thing. So I have citrus that are said to be cold hardy, but since the trees are so young and so small, they don't do good in our region right now until they have bigger trunks and are more established. So yeah, so there's that. But I really like how the garden's looking. I still have sections that need to be mowed. It's like I mow in patches, in sections. So like I mowed all along over here in this area, and the grass is only growing really where I have put my pots. So where I'm watering, I'm seeing the most growth. And then I moved along over here, and I mowed up along the edge here, so this looks really nice. And my son does not want us to mow the middle of the track area, although he has expanded his track, so there's a new trail right here that goes around my pots. So he's been making a new track. So as I get the garden all cleaned up, I'm sure he'll expand it even more and probably even walk through my other greenhouse. But until I get all of this area all straightened out and everything, he probably won't. But we'll see. Maybe he'll walk like around and then go down along the side of the garden shed. That would be really nice to keep the grass low, because he is keeping the grass really low here by walking. So if he does that, then I won't have to mow quite as much over there. That would be super duper nice. So I do want to show you something in my greenhouse right here before it gets any darker. So right over here, you guys, I have a citrus tree that did not fare so well, and it's getting kind of dark, but there's new green growth right here, and the stalk has been green, and I've got more growth coming out here. This is my Sweet Palestine citrus tree, and so it's got new growth coming on, and I think I see a little bit right up here too, so maybe, but there's definitely one there. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. This is going to be one that I baby, because I didn't want that one to actually die. I wanted to keep that one for sure. And so I think it's called Sweet Palestine. I can't remember. I got it at One Green World. So you can go look up and see what kind of citrus trees they have there. But I'm wanting to say it was that. And my tag's a little bit broken, so I would have to go back to their website to look and see what the real name is. But it's something along those lines of a type of citrus tree. It had so much die-off and so much bad stuff happened to it during the winter this last year, that's going to be one that I bring inside for the winter. So it's been on this shelf for months and months and months now. I need to plant everything out greenhouse and get them into homes, like bigger pots, and that way I have room for my fig trees and such. So I might move some of my fig trees, as many fig trees as I can, into some of the greenhouses this year, just so they have a little bit of a head start. So like maybe one big fig tree. Definitely my Robert's Golden Rainbows are going to be in a greenhouse, and I could put that one in here or in this one here. So either one of these greenhouses would be good for it to be in. And I figure I could probably fit 2 bigger containers of fig trees into these greenhouses. So we will wait. We will see what happens. Guys, thank you so much for coming by. Comment, like, subscribe, click the bell button. As always, love what you grow and grow what you love. God bless. Bye.